That's the full moon, is it? On the 10th.
10th of September.
Yeah.
It's in Pisces, the full moon in September. The new moon was in Virgo on 27th of August.
Yeah.
And so then we're heading to full moon in Pisces.
Okay, and hello. I was about to say goodbye. Hello, everyone, and welcome to spring. Well, it's spring tomorrow, isn't it?
Yes.
The 31st of August. So this is we're going to have like a spring night tonight. And we've both brought in all our crystals, haven't we?
We have.
So I'm feeling a little bit funny. My nose is itching and the energy is pretty tight in here tonight. I'd say it's tight and hot, isn't it?
Yes.
And my nose is twitching away. Sorry if I'm doing this, yeah. And because of the energy is pretty strong. So I am surrounded literally by so many crystals, and it's really having an impact. So happy spring for tomorrow, everyone. And I hope you've been fine. It's a pleasure to work on this show with my dear friend Violet. So we'll get on with it. Let's do the cards. Okay, the first card we've got, number 1. If you pick number 1 card, it's the Jasmine card. And before we go any further, these are called Messengers from the Spirits in Nature by Dr. Stephen Farmer. I've actually worked in the same, not with him, but I have worked at the Mind Body Spirit Festival with him. I think I've done one of his workshops like 10 years ago or something when he was in Australia. He used to be the ex of Doreen Virtue. That's the goss.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was Doreen Doreen. What's her name? Virtue. Doreen Virtue's handbag at one stage. So there you go.
Handbag.
Yeah, Stephen. Little Stephen. He's little. Yeah. And anyway, he's got these great cards. He's done a lot of the animal cards too. So the first card we've got tonight is the beautiful Jasmine. And that, I have to say, spring to me is jasmine. I just absolutely love it because it grows wild like a weed here in Australia, doesn't it? And I always pick it and I put it in the bathroom and I put it in the bedroom, and it's just such a beautiful smell. But if you pick number 1 card, that means that Jasmine card, it's all about sensuality. There you go. It's a sexy card. And it's all about getting into the physical, the pleasures of the body. You know, for example, you might want to pay more attention to your body. You might want to go on a diet. You might want to just soak in a bath, lavender and rose and geranium and Epsom salts. Have a really good soak. And also those dry loofahs are good, aren't they? You know,
very nice.
Get rid of that dead skin, get rid of that cellulite, use your loofah, and just, it's you time. Just getting more into the physical body, which is really good. So massage and candles, it's all about being sensual for your sexuality. So, and that's good for spring, isn't it?
Very nice.
It's a nice feeling to really get into the body. So there you go. So number 1 this is for you. This is all about you being just a little bit more sensual. Okay, the second card we have is, that's strange. It's called the Island. And that's all about detachment. If you're feeling lonely, isolated, or if you've been withdrawing too much, or keeping your distance from other people because you're feeling hurt, you might be battling addictions, hanging on to things, or you might be, smoking too much or drinking too much, and you're down, you're just sort of stuck, you're blocked, and you've sort of deserted yourself. You feel like you're on an island. So that's number 2. So that's saying it's time to go within and just have a look at some of your problems. Instead of hanging on to them, the baggage we carry for years and years, go and see like a good hypnotherapist, do some past life regression, or maybe you might see a counsellor, or even writing is really good. Hi, Joanne. How are you? Everyone's starting to come in now. I just saw you sneak in. Hello, Joan. How are you? Everyone's coming in. So hello, everyone. I'm glad you've joined us. So if you've got number 2, it's called the Island. So you're a little bit detached from everyone. So you need to come back again. Jump off the island, swim to the shore. Okay, the third card. They're so lovely, these cards. They're very autumny, which is my favourite time of the year. Okay, we've got the Hurricane card for number 3. The Hurricane card, and that's, bad times are over. It's a time for prayer. It's about time for setting up those boundaries, which we need to do. No, thank you, I don't want to do that. And it's how powerful is it to say no. I mean, my granddaughter tells me that all the time. No, Nana, no. I think they learn it from a very, very early age. So no is a very, very powerful word. Also, it's about your survivor skills. We've all been through ups and downs with our spiritual lessons, haven't we? So if you've got number 3, this is all about the hurricane. Like you may have come through a really hard time, but now you're kind of in the middle of it. You're in the eye of the storm, so to speak. So to really ground yourself, bad times are over. Bad times are over. I feel the lessons have been taken on. So now it's time to ground that energy and go into nature and, pick some wildflowers and put them through your house. They're beautiful. All the different flowers you see in the bush or around, or buy yourself some flowers and just get stuck into nature, because nature is the most healing energy in the world, because it grounds us. It has all the nature elemental spirits in it. So there you go. So that's number 3. That's like you're coming out of the hurricane. And number 4, I love this. This is called Honeybee. Isn't that gorgeous? This is all about the community. So if you pick number 4, this is for you. It's all about the community. It's all about your connections and your importance in the world. And it's really good to have those connections, because sometimes that's how we get jobs and we meet people, isn't it? By networking. I feel networking is a really big thing, It's beautiful, isn't it? I love meeting people, and it's funny, because it's really good to connect. It makes you belong. It sort of gives you a purpose, and, because really we're all connected to each other anyway. So, and if you've just had to let some people go, now it's time to reconnect with the new people around you in your community, people that are more on your wavelength. If people have gone, and it's sad at times, but sometimes they're not on your vibration, and a lot of these people don't come into our life for forever. They teach us lessons and then we move on. And then, and people need you too. People need you in the community if you've got this card. So you might want to do some tithing. You might want to get involved in, I used to do a lot of voluntary work. I've worked in soup kitchens, or you can even go and work for St Vincent de Paul, or just do something I used to do a lot of spirit shows for the Children's Hospital. I used to raise money. I'd do a show and I'd send all my money there. It made me feel good, really donating to the community. And I'll probably do that again. I love doing charities, raising money for awareness and helping people that, are challenged. It's good to get out there and be part of the community, because it gives you a purpose. So that's number 4. So they're the 4 cards. So I hope you have all, had fun with those cards. And the energy in here is starting to warm up because my face is starting to get red, but here we go. Got so many crystals here. Oh my God, that's just a few, but we'll talk about those later. So I had a contest on tonight with I'll let Violet come in while she's sitting there. She's looking at me. Here we go, Violet. Jump in. You there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah. Okay, Violet. The book Clearing.
Yes.
That went out to
Belle.
To Belle, who's a great fan. She follows us. Congratulations, Belle. I'll put that in the mail. I'm actually going overseas on Sunday, so
Yep, last mail out.
I'll make sure I get down there tomorrow.
Lovely.
And we have another winner. We thought we'd be very generous tonight. We've got Vicky
Reed.
Vicky watches the show all the time, so I thought I'd give you my sacred soul.
Yes, and Vicky, do just need to send us a message, please. I have messaged.
We need your address, otherwise you have to wait a month till I get back from overseas.
Yeah.
So there you go. So look, what's happening with the energy in the world, Violet?
The energy in this room's starting to pile up around
me. It's pretty hot. Yeah.
I'm literally in front of a pile of crystals, people, so far deep.
These crystals are radiating a lot of heat.
We've literally just had the new moon in Virgo, so a lot of grounding energy is starting to move into place. And I really love this, because then we'll head to kind of the full moon in Pisces. And I always think of Pisces and Virgo as 2 sort of planets that really, or signs that reflect each other. I find a lot of similarities in Virgo that are in Pisces in some way. That deep reflective energy is in Virgo that is also in Pisces. So this time really says to me, deep grounding and deep reflection. And Kerrie said it tonight in her cards when she was saying it's about going within. It's about seeing what self-care you need to do, connecting with your community. I mean, all 4 cards really spoke to me tonight.
Yeah.
And it really spoke to me of the energy that we're in, deep grounding energy.
Stephen Farmer.
Beautiful.
Hi, Stephen. How are you? How's it going in America? Okay.
Yeah, beautiful. Really spoke to me of the current energy stream that we've stepped into. It's a time to be grounding. It's a time to recenter yourself after the disturbing kind of backwards and forwards.
It's been a hard 2 years, but we're coming into spring now here in Australia, and
Oh, wasn't it
I
glorious?
think it was 21 today, so it was pretty good.
I loved it outside.
Anyway, today we want to talk about crystals. So get all your crystals out, and we're going to have a quick talk about crystals because I know you're all crystal lovers like us.
I don't even think I can lift some of these up.
Yeah, so we'll get rid of the really big ones first, which are mine.
Right.
When I do my feng shui and space clearing, I do work with a lot of crystals. So the first one is a ginormous amethyst. And I think I've got 2 amethyst here. That one's from Brazil, what Violet's got. Oh, do you want to hold it up? Yeah, and then we'll move them away because they're actually cooking us. So this is from Brazil. I bought this in a shop. I used to be a reader in Neutral Bay probably 20 years ago. So it's pretty old, and it's got beautiful little quartz growing in it. See that? And it's a beautiful piece, and I've got this in my prosperity section, which is the far left corner of the room, of the house, the far left corner, that's in the prosperity. I've got another piece of amethyst. So if you want some prosperity in your house, get yourself a crystal. This only cost me $100 at the time, actually. Did you know that, Violet?
No way.
It's probably worth a lot more now.
No way.
But you don't have to have big pieces like me. I think I'm just a big girl. You know, I like big pieces.
I think you've got your weights.
Yeah, so this is in my prosperity section, so that's great. And amethyst is very good for grounding. Very good. And also it's very good to manifest too. And you have to clean your crystals though. I like to put these out in the rain, or you can, the amethyst you can actually put in a bath with some lavender oil. So there you go. Okay.
Beautiful. Look at that. Stunning. Violet's running home with that one. Bye,
no,
everyone.
She's not. Okay, now this is another piece. As a reader, I worked for years in shops, as I said, before I had my own practice. And this is actually a terminator, quartz terminator. See that? Isn't it amazing? And this little baby used to sit with me all the time on my desk, and I used to have the most readings wherever I went because this used to bring them all in because I'd tune him up, and I'll show you how to tune up your crystal. You get another crystal, just another piece of quartz, and you turn the crystal on. You just wrap it around it like that, see? There you go. That's clearing that crystal. See what I've got? A little crystal and a tuning fork.
I have to say, people, the vibration when she does that is just...
And that will clear it. And then you program it. You hold it in your hand and you tell them the intention of what you want. Now, this actually is on one of my grids. So I'm always working constantly. I write a lot of books. So I've got a production line happening. And this crystal seems to... I don't like to do a lot of readings anymore because I did so many in my lifetime.
Yep.
So it's more about the production life of the books. So it sits on my desk and I'm writing like 100 miles per hour.
She does, people.
I
literally
work very
is
fast.
Perpetual.
Yeah.
And her mind's working very, very quickly. And she's trying to give all that information back.
Instead of teaching, I'm writing in a book. But anyway, these are just a few of our jewels, guys. Now, this is another piece. Isn't that gorgeous?
That's pyrite. Violet will be running home with pyrite also.
Now, that's very grounding. Very, very grounding. Very protective stone.
That's money.
And it's amazing. I'm always making lots of money.
Yeah, that's the
so
money
I'm not
stone.
Surprised.
That's beautiful.
But I just fell in love with it. It reminds me of Goldfinger.
Well, it is. It's like a gold nugget, isn't it?
Goldfinger.
Gold
James
rush.
Bond. Goldfinger. And I thought, I've got to have that. Got to have that.
Yeah.
So that's
a definite prosperity piece for me.
So that sits on my downstairs in my prosperity section as well. I have a beautiful table where I lay all these crystals. Now, this is another piece you probably all have. This is called a little quartz crystals, a cluster. It's a cluster. See, that isn't it beautiful? That's for prosperity too.
Beautiful.
Did you know?
I look at them, yeah, absolutely. I find with the quartz-based, you can use them for clearing, you can use them for channeling, any sort of energy.
And if you want to clear crystals, you can actually put them on clear your other crystals. See? Stick them on top, like that.
Beautiful.
And that will clear the crystals.
Okay, now I'm going to pick up the mega.
We'll get rid of the mega one because that's, I think, what's upsetting us.
This is what's upsetting us here.
Yeah,
I'll just try and get in the screen.
That's my big boy. That's my I told you I like big things. Big girl likes big things. Okay, this
She's going to pick that up with ease because she's been weightlifting it for
doing my
years.
weights. Now, this is my piece of selenite that was actually gifted to me
It's magnificent.
many years ago, and I can hardly lift it up. It's ginormous. Like you could kill somebody with this,
You
actually.
could if you drop that
Yeah.
on someone.
So it actually generates a lot of heat. Now, this is also in my prosperity, it's putting my neck out.
I know.
It's in my
Give it
prosperity.
here.
It's like a big bone. It's like a big bone.
This is what's actually giving us a massive vibrational
Yes,
buzz
it's
where
like-
we're sitting, by the way.
And selenite's very good for the ET
Excuse
people
Violet
out
for a
there.
moment.
So if you're a star person, you'd love to work with selenite. And actually, a star person gave me that.
Yeah, magnificent.
So, and this is a star for star seeds as well. This is like a quartz. I wouldn't even know what you called that.
It's a quartz of
It's a
types.
piece of quartz, but it's kind of like a star person gave me
Diamond
this
cut.
as well. I used to attract a lot of star people. You know, if you're a star person is a hybrid souls, people that have actually lived on other planets or they feel they have, or have an affinity with the stars. That's called a hybrid soul. And this was gifted to me too by someone that I think I was sitting in a group called John of God, and we were doing a meditation. Well, I think a couple of years I did that in Balmain. And one of the star people gave me that. It's beautiful, isn't it? Nice little piece. And this is amazing. I love this. That's labradorite, isn't it?
That is your labradorite.
That's my labradorite. See that? Look how it shines. It's absolutely beautiful, isn't it?
And it's stunning.
And I bought that in a shop because it wouldn't leave me alone. I was sitting there reading all day and this stone seduced me like the Pied Piper. So I had to have it. I think I spent all my money on buying this. And I've got a ring too. Someone gave me a ring. It's interesting how people gift you crystals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Beautiful.
But I
Different
bought
meanings.
this. Isn't it amazing? Labradorite. Yeah, it's in its purest form.
It's a
Beautiful.
stunning piece, that. Go,
Oh,
that lovely. Oh,
There's one
hold
more
on.
thing I forgot. I wanted to show my lapis piece. It's just on there. I forgot to get it.
Try with that one.
Okay, this is clear quartz again. There you go. I put these in a stand. I've got two of these. One's in my relationship section of the house. I've attuned it to help in, having good relationships with people. And also in my helpful people section of the house, which is actually on the far left of the house, I think it is. No, the front. The front left is your helpful people section. So that's about networking. So there you go. It's a piece. I've got two of those. And this is for all the intuitive people out there. I know you love this. It's a big piece of lapis. Isn't that amazing?
It literally runs very beautiful. You
I
can
can
see
feel
it
that.
through the sides.
It's sort of in my third eye. As I hold it, I can feel the third eye.
Well, it's referred to as often as the God Stone. Very good for those studying for the HSC, by the way. Lapis is wonderful for HSC work. If you're studying for major exams, you can't go past a piece of lapis for tuning during that time.
And this was gifted to me too by someone I actually, when I worked in Queensland, the lady who ran it gave me this. She sells Michelle.
Yep.
She's a very good past life therapist, and she was running an expo when I worked for her.
Yep, very strong stone
lapis lupi, isn't it? Lazuli, yes. Yep. And I have lots of this sort of jewellery I wear too. I always wear this on my body.
It's the deep Mediterranean
very
Ocean
smooth,
look.
very lovely and smooth.
But very good for any of you studying or needing that extra push. As I said, it's got that God's eye, God vibration, stone of the gods.
And you can really, since we've sort of pushed the selenite down to the other side,
the vibe changes.
The vibes change. We're not sort of all sweating like we were.
Oh, well, you were sweating.
That's a big piece. That generates a lot of energy.
Times, but it does.
Another piece I've got is this. It's like a dinosaur shell.
It's a fossil.
It's a fossil. So it's got all these little tiny sort of.
Isn't it magnificent?
Probably millions of years old.
This pattern, the spiral pattern, is what is within is without. It is the circle of life that we all take part in. So I love the spiral in sacred geometry.
Yes. So there we go with that. So I just think I put my neck out carrying that selenite up the stairs. I can feel it.
That is the obsidian.
That's yours, isn't it?
This is a piece that I use to clean my cards and to protect my cards.
That's very grounding too. And it gets rid of, it absorbs negative energy.
That sits on top of my tarot card deck.
if you've been psychically attacked,
Mm-hmm.
this is a nice piece to carry if you're one of those sensitive souls. You know?
I literally have this everywhere. I also had a ring all my life from my grandmother with obsidian. And this is my cleanser. I have chunks of this everywhere I go.
I have a little one here, and I actually carry this in my bra whenever I used to work at Psychic Fairs.
There you go.
There's no love and light.
It's not quite the industry that it's
so I used to wear this in
made
my
out
bra
to
for
be.
protection.
This one is a flower agate.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Look at that.
It's a palm stone flower agate. Really good for heart healing, heart pain, people that have been through divorces, traumatic emotional experiences. It's a really great connecting piece.
There you go.
Very beautiful piece, flower agate.
So you're actually lucky, guys, because we're showing you all our goodies and our jewels.
That's your
that's a beautiful rose quartz. These are good for children. They help them sleep. Also, if you're having a hard time, or going for a job interview, for more confidence, you can actually have this in your pocket.
Beautiful unconditional love stone.
Lovely. You can feel the gentleness in that. You don't have to.
No.
This doesn't have to be programmed.
No, it's just got a beautiful vibration, and I get them as little hearts. There's a nice jasper. That's you, Kerrie.
A jasper. There you go. Full of fun, vitality.
Earthy, because you go off to Ayers Rock and do all of that deep earth connection work.
I'm definitely I think I actually put my neck out when I was carrying that selenite up. Oh my dear, I'm supposed to be going overseas on Sunday, so we walk around for neck brace. Oh, God.
Carrying the crystals, baby.
Carrying that thing up there. So heavy, isn't it?
And this is our angel stones.
Oh, these are gorgeous, aren't they? Aren't they adorable?
I love these. Like, literally, this is my new, just like, I can't get enough of these. I don't know if you can see them, but this is the angel stone, celestine.
I had to share these.
And these ones literally from my supplier come straight out of the earth. I've actually cleaned up all the dirt on them. But that is kind of how they come out. Isn't that amazing?
Beautiful.
I literally just love these. If you're doing angel work or connecting with guides, these stones are your go-to.
And here's another dark stone for protection. There you go. I wear that in my bra.
Jet.
And then I've got a little pebble that's very grounding. I love this little one. It's kind of
that's really nice.
Actually looks like a bit of rabbit poo. But it's a big rabbit poo. So there you go. So it's a funny little crystal. But it's very grounding. You can feel it. You can actually carry this in your pocket. And I've got some lovely kyanite. I love kyanite. And these are very good to put on grids. And they're very protective, and they stop psychic attack too. See how powerful?
And very powerful, that.
Archangel Michael actually works a lot with kyanite.
Very strong.
So if you need protection, you create a grid with some crystals, and you'd be using kyanite and some of these dark crystals and rose quartz. And I'm not sure what this is.
That looks like a lava stone almost, doesn't it? Or
it's very unusual. And that's very grounding. All the dark stones are grounding. This is like a peridot. That's a green, but that's for the inner heart.
Yes.
The middle heart, they call it. That's for the middle heart.
Oh, I like that piece of citrine.
And there's a little bit of citrine. Citrine's lovely, isn't it?
That's beautiful. That's a lovely little piece of citrine.
And that's very good because it makes you feel very light. It reminds me of the Archangel Uriel. Uriel is so spicy. And Uriel comes with a lot of light. And the essences you use would probably be, ylang-ylang and cinnamon and, all those spicy smells.
Cinnamon would definitely go very well with citrine because cinnamon and citrine are both attractions.
And Uriel.
Yeah.
This works with citrine, the Archangel Uriel, which is the bringer of light.
Yeah, citrine is very healing as well as prosperity.
And this is a great one. This is a beautiful blue stone. It used to be a necklace, but it broke. And this is very good for communications, Crystal. I'm not sure what it's called. Do you? No?
I'm not so sure on that
but
one,
it's beautiful
Kerrie.
blue. I go more colour, communication. So you relate them really to the chakras, if you can't remember what they are. They're very interesting. So they're just my collection.
Sue White would like to know, Kerrie, where do you buy crystals from? And
crystal shops or these new age stores, or actually there's lots of warehouses. I bought a lot of crystals at warehouses. I used to just go in.
They do have some big crystal events. I think Camden has a big crystal event.
Mind,
the
Body,
Camden.
Spirit festivals. There's always crystals, but I really like to go to the warehouses.
Yeah, it's
You'll
about
get a
getting good
headache.
quality.
You'll get a headache, but they're very good. There's some great crystal supplies, so you can just Google it. Just Google, where you can buy really good crystals, and we're not talking about gemstones. We're talking about crystals. Gemstones are a lot more expensive. And as I said, if you want to clear your crystals, good to use a tuning fork and clear it as so. That also clears the aura around people.
I'm going to be having very
Energy.
intense dreams tonight, people, just
Clears
to
the
let
energy
you know.
in the room. Frequency of the vibration of the crystal. So I'm using the tuning fork.
Going to have huge all-night connections.
Okay, so that's that section. So I think we'll do some one-card readings now. So if anybody would like a one-card reading, or if you want some messages, we can do some psychic readings now, I think. And if you've got any questions about anything, this is going to be our last show, probably for about 5 weeks, isn't it?
It is. It's about that.
So we'll be back in October. So if you would like to have a go and ask a question, that would be great. We'd love to get to you, so we can pick the cards and see how we go. You got any people yet?
Yes, there are people coming up. I'm
Okay.
just putting one of those aside. Amanda Richardson said, yes, please.
Okay, that's for Amanda.
And Amanda, she's been having a really hard time lately, Kerrie. She lost her husband in 2021, and her and her 3 daughters are missing him greatly.
I feel he comes around, though. I feel he comes and keeps an eye on you. And I feel getting this card is telling me that you kind of know when he's around too. I feel he's fine. I don't feel he's alone in the spirit world. I feel there's a lady around him. It could be a grandmother, someone he was very close to. Also, I've got a dog. I don't know if you've lost a dog or he had a dog when he was younger. And he's telling me that one of his children is very similar to him. And he's very happy where he is. He said he's talking about his death at the end was quite sudden. Quite sudden is what he's saying. And I do feel that you're feeling him around, and he sends his love, and he doesn't want you to be sad for him. He doesn't want you to be sad. He wants you to move on. Life is for the living. It's a message for you today, Amanda. Life is for the living, and you know this because you can feel him. And a really good thing for you to do, or anyone, when you've lost a loved one, is get a photo and talk to the photo, light a candle and talk to the photo, and you can actually hear them talking in your mind. It's quite fascinating.
It's a wonderful thing to do. And I mean, what a wonderful card for you to get, because literally, as Kerrie's just made that connection, this card means intuition, higher knowledge.
Because they never leave you. They never leave you. They're always around, and they're always giving us subtle signs, lots of little signs.
100% on track. We have a Max Holt, who I think, Max, you asked us this last time. He really liked to know how his career's going in basketball. And can he have a card and see how he's going?
I get success around him. I feel that you really know what you want. You've really made up your mind what you want. So we've got the world card for you. And I feel that you're very determined, you know what you want, and I just feel it comes with a lot of ups and downs.
Yeah, it does.
Is what I'm getting.
It's not straightforward,
No,
Max.
Nothing's ever straightforward, Max. But I feel you'll go right to the end for what you can do, and I feel that you'll give it everything you've got, because you're a person that you roll your sleeves up and you just go for it. So you just got to go for it and be a little bit more patient.
Yeah,
be a
I
little
100%
bit more patient.
agree.
And it's so important to do what you love.
It is. You need to pursue it. You love it. Stick to the sports science of it as you go forward. I agree.
This is for Joylene. We just picked that. Joylene just came on.
Lovely. So the Hangman. Well, Joy, Hangman is all about stepping away from situations. So at the moment, things are going on around you, and this card really says it's time to step back from the current situation and actually have a look at it in a slightly different way. When we get too close to something, we never gain a clear perspective. I keep hearing the word that there's a bit of disturbances coming up, a few little squabbles, some petty little things going on, and that you received a little bit of jealousy in the past. This is a time to step away from things and gain some new perspective.
I've got Laura here. I've got someone called Laura. I feel her father's in the spirit world, and also she's got a grandmother, and I feel that she's missing her dad very much. I'm being told that her father she had a very strong connection to her dad, is what I'm getting. And I feel that there's going to be some sort of change coming up for you, Laura. I don't know if you're traveling or you're going some places, but I feel that, even though your life's been a bit slow, I feel things are really going to start to speed up for you. So put your seatbelt on and get ready for a bit of action. And I do feel you have a lot of spiritual love around you. You're a person that, a lot of people really love you because you're very kind. So just keep up the good work and know that you're being watched after.
We've got a Steph Mathis who would love a card to see how everything is going with her finances and business.
I feel that, I don't know what's going on, but I feel there's a new beginning for you. I don't know if you've seen a new accountant or you're starting to finally get your life in order, but because I feel you were all over the place before, wasn't she?
I think, yeah, she's starting definitely some new business venture and starting to really get herself together and some real new
I feel
goals.
it's really going to work for you, so I feel you'll have a lot of
Much better.
success.
Yep. Stop listening to negative people.
Okay, Steph.
So we've also got Amanda Sackett wants to know if her cat is doing well on the other side.
Oh, look, honestly, it's so hard when you lose a fur baby. I was talking about it this week. My God. I get, yes, because actually animals, our fur babies, our loved ones, your cat, they have chakras like us. So the angels take them over to the other side, and, and they have a karmic cycle, and often a cat can come back as a human too. Did you know that?
I didn't actually. I must say
So
that I hadn't considered
they're not just
that,
going to become another
but
cat.
it makes sense.
I've done a lot of past life regression. For 20 years I had a practice where I was always listening to clients and their stories. And look, I had a guy who came in he's lost his dog, and when I did the past lives on him, him and the dog were in so many. It was the horse, it was his best friend, so they do have human form too. Because I feel your cat was like a human. You and your cat were very in tune. But and it gave you a lot of love too. And what I'm being told, the cat gave you a lot of help through some difficult times you may have been having in your life. And the cat's telling me that it was its time. It was its time. So went over very quickly. And I do feel that you have dreams about your cat sometimes, and sometimes you may feel the cat walking on the bed. Because often I felt that too.
I feel my past cats all around me. I had the most devastating loss of one of my fur babies.
Horrible.
And, I still feel her around, Star.
Yeah, it's amazing because, they give us so much unconditional love, and they're called companion souls.
I believe that. Oh, gosh, Ginger at the moment, my old boy, he and I have squabbles.
Yeah, he's like an old grandpa.
We literally can, really get into it together.
So we've got Sandy Keane.
Sandy Keane, my mum would have been waiting for my fur baby, and then I get to deal with things down here. That's nice. She's giving us a bit of feedback. I've got an Angus Mayo here, Kerrie. Yep. Can I please have a card? I lost my stepfather in May, my sister 8 years ago, and my husband 11 years ago. Can I please have a card to see how I'm doing?
I just feel you're feeling very lonely and isolated. You're kind of like that card, the island.
Yep.
You're very detached. So it's about coming back into the community again, because you've got a lot of things to do. You've got a lot of things to do in your life, and I feel you are blessed in a way to have such beautiful people in your life, because I feel there's a lot of love coming from the spirit world around you. But, you need to get back into the community because you're in a bit of a rut at the moment, I'm being told. And it's about getting back in the community. It's about doing things. It's about doing people. And it's about life being it, and not just sitting at home and, being the island, sitting around, sort of detaching from everyone. Your community really needs you. And I feel that goes for everyone, actually.
It does. And we've got a Morgana Moravec. Will we be staying in the house we're in? Can we have a card, please?
Well, what was the question?
She wants to know, will we be staying in the current house we're in?
Oh, are they renting, are they?
It sounds like they
I feel you'll be there for quite a while, actually, is what I'm getting. I don't see any movement for a while, is what I'm getting. And I feel you're very settled there, but eventually there will be a move, and I'm getting definitely within 2 years is what I'm getting. 18 months to 2 years.
Lovely. And Bianca Jan would love a card about my future love life. Okay.
Oh, let's have a look there. There you go.
Oh,
dear.
Oh, hold on, Bianca. We need to do some work
Yeah, and I
here.
pulled a double. There you go.
Come on. Oh my gosh, you picked it too. Bianca, we need to do some work.
I think Bianca needs to join a dating site, whether she likes it or not.
Absolutely.
No more being stubborn, Bianca. Come on. You sign up, get on one of those dating sites and get into your physical central body.
Yep. We need to get out of hermit
You're wasting
mode.
yourself. You know.
You're shutting yourself away when that comes up, and it means it's time to take some chances.
That's right.
I'm going to say ignore the negatives. And Kerrie was asking me tonight. I met my partner online.
Yes.
Get out there.
I've got to say though, if you want your magic partner or your romantic partner to come along, you have to create the space in your home. Did you know?
Yes.
Like instead of in your bedroom, which is dirty, might have dirty socks and everything everywhere, you actually need to clean it and you create the space for the romantic lover to come.
Wardrobe. Okay.
So in your bedroom, you have fresh air, you might have some candles that you might have over night time, you have clean linen, and you might put some flowers in. You make it a romantic environment, you know, to create your romantic partner. Like I remember years ago, I went to feng shui this house, and I went into the guy's bedroom, and it was like he was Leave It to Beaver. He had this single bed with a Donald Duck cover on it, and I said, seriously, mate, you know, do you really bring people home? And because no wonder he was single, I thought. So I suggested perhaps he might get a king bed or a queen bed and make it more accommodating.
A bit more appealing.
If he was going to meet anyone, like he was like this big kid.
Yeah, but Kerrie's right. That's stifled, stuck energy.
So you need to create the environment, like you're in a play. So, you know, you create the stage, you create the environment.
You have to feel that you're worth it too.
Oh yeah, of course you do, but just these people that
put on your black clothes, ladies. You know, you've
or
got
sit in your beanbag,
your pajama pants. You have to get out.
This is for Bianca. Oh, Bianca's already had a card.
Yes, so
okay, who's that?
Jocelyn Stevens.
Oh God, let's pick a card for her.
She wants a
New beginnings.
This is a time of new starts, fresh starts. So you were asking, as you come into September, what the energy is about for you.
I've got some travel coming up for you too.
Yep, energy is about change of movement. So the energy coming into September is asking you to take some chances, to do some different things, and to get out of your routine.
Yes.
Okay, make some changes to your routine.
And Vicky Price asked if she'll be able to buy a large amount of land. And I got, yes, you will eventually, but it's a time thing.
Balance.
So, and also you need to be patient. It's a time thing, Vicky. So stick to the dream. You will eventually, but it's not going to be for a while. I'd see a time on it, is what I'm getting. So it's just that you're just waiting and waiting.
Mila Lindau would love a message from her dad, who's crossed, I believe.
Yeah, I get a lot of sadness around your dad's passing. I just feel that I feel he knew he was going for a while. I'm being told he was very unwell, is what I'm hearing. And I've got to say, like when he was alive, he liked food. Before he got unwell, he was a foodie. He loved his food, and you know he liked people around. But I feel his personality might have changed before he died. Like he sort of went more into himself, you know, because he wasn't feeling 100%. But he was a lovely man. He worked very hard for his family, and I feel education and family were everything to him. Really, I just feel he was sort of unsatisfied in a lot of areas of his life, is what I'm getting. But, you know, mostly the family was big for him. So he sends his love, not to worry. And I'm hearing music when I tune into him, like the piano. I don't know if you like music, but I'm hearing the piano or music around him. And I feel someone in the family may have played the piano.
Beautiful. And we have a question from Renee Monique. She's currently 38 and a half weeks pregnant, Kerrie, and she's waiting for this lovely new soul to enter the world. And she just wants to know, will it all go well for her?
It will, but you've got too much worry around it. You're overthinking everything. It will go well. And what you need to do, you need to rub your hands together and activate your hand chakras. You rub your hands, and you need to put beautiful energy into that baby. Just put beautiful energy in the tummy. And just feel the beautiful energy going in. And also, I feel your baby loves it when you rub your tummy. Also, I'm being told, play music. Your baby's very musical. I'm picking up you're very big, and I feel your back's really sore.
And I think you're
Can you
taking
feel
on
that?
so much anxiety.
Yeah, so I feel that it's rescue remedy is very good for that,
Mm.
and also you're very close, and I'm being told that it's going to go a lot better than what you thought. I feel you're a natural mother, so don't worry about anything.
And we've got Lisa Hoskins, whose 15-year-old son had brain surgery a year ago.
Right.
He still needs monitoring. Is he going to be okay in the long run?
I feel he'll be fine. I feel that I feel he's going to go in remission. Is what I'm getting. I feel they got it at an early stage.
Yeah, that's definitely a symbol of health and
Yeah.
well-being in the long
So
run.
you know, like most cancers of the brain aren't that good, but I feel they got it at an early stage. Is what I'm getting. So you've got the Empress card. So I do feel he's going to be around for a long time.
We have got a D. Ryan who's dying to know if her 30-year-old estranged son will come back.
I feel he's a stubborn so-and-so, is
Yeah.
what I'm getting. And he's sort of like very stubborn, and he does things his way. I'm being told he needs to grow up.
I think he's the type that's looking for the apology from you,
Yeah,
not the other way around.
Yeah, I just feel that, you know, I know that you've tried with him, and I want to pull my hair out, but sometimes you need to let these kids go.
Yeah.
Because I can't see him staying away forever. I do feel he will come back again. But, you know, I feel the message for me is I don't know if your dad's in spirit, but I can hear a male talking to me. I don't know if it's your father, or I can hear a male speaking to me, and he's saying, you need to let him go. You need to let him go. He needs to work out what he wants. It's like he needs to pave his way. It's like he needs to build in the world. You know, it's about building in the world. It's about finding himself. It's about finding purpose. And instead of you worrying all the time and chasing after him and worrying about what he's doing, blah, 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 he's not a baby anymore.
No.
You need to let him go is what I'm hearing. And I feel that I pick up a lot of mental health around him, you know. I feel his mental health, I feel he gets very fixated with things. So you need to let him go. And because this is really hurting you.
Yeah.
And let him go and start to concentrate on yourself and your own life, because I just feel you've been through the ring.
I do too.
Yeah,
I feel he's a very, very stubborn man.
Very unfair. Very unfair. And I feel he's a person that he learns the hard way.
Yeah.
He learns the hard way, this boy. So, you know, you just got to let him go and just enjoy the beautiful people around you. There's a lot of love around you.
Isn't it, as parents sometimes? Very tough.
But he's 30 years old, and you know, we've all had this problem, haven't we?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, we all go through the hardship of raising kids.
Children.
Yeah, so let him go and don't go chasing after him. I feel you've given him a big go, but now it's time to concentrate on you and your life and where you're going.
Absolutely. And Natalie Jean Smith, she said, Kerrie, I would love some advice. I'm going through some stress at the moment. My daughter has moved home after separating from a 10-year relationship that was heartbreaking.
Look, I feel that she's just going through a very difficult time, and she's lost. I'm picking up she's very lost, aren't you?
I get just a sense of brokenness.
Yeah, but I feel it has to be a time limit too. We're going to have to encourage her to move out again. I just feel she's come home for a bit of TLC, but it's just that it's like she's not doing so well. I also feel that she needs a bit of counselling. A bit of counselling would be good for her, but I feel also encouraging her to move back out again, because I just feel the energy is very negative at the moment. And I feel I get a lot of new beginnings around her. I feel that this person was the wrong person, and I feel she tried too hard to try and keep him there. I feel he was definitely the wrong person, this guy. So I feel there's an imbalance in the energy with the two of them.
I feel like something's off with him.
There was an imbalance. So you've got new beginnings. So I do feel she's got some new beginnings coming. She's a very strong girl. Sometimes she's very stubborn, but I feel it's the best thing that's happened, because she's going to have a much better life without him.
I agree, 100%. I know it's hard at the moment, but I agree with Kerrie.
Yeah.
He gave me a very off feeling, like he'd done something not good.
Yeah.
We have got Anna Risby. I hope I said that right. She's feeling a little lost career-wise.
Yes.
She's always felt destined, though, to be very successful. But I just don't know what my calling is. Yeah,
I just feel that you overthink things, and you start something, then you sort of think, what am I going to do? I don't know. I feel that there could be some sort of, I do feel you'll find what you want to do, but I feel it's more next year. I feel this year you just need to take it slow and enjoy yourself, Anna, because I feel that you overthink things a lot. So next year I feel you'll find something that you want to do, and also it's all about your personal happiness too. because you're a person you really like to dive into something, but often in life, I think I've had like 20 different careers. I'll
Oh
do
gosh.
something,
Same.
love it, and I think, yuck, I want to do something else. Also, Anna, with you, I
That's
don't
a
know,
learning,
have you ever
isn't it?
thought of writing? I
Mm.
feel writing would be really good for you, just as a hobby. Start to write things down, because I feel that you overthink things. You remind me of someone that your brain's overactive. You overthink things a lot. So I feel writing would be really good for you, and meditation. Meditation
Yeah.
going in. Don't you
Yeah.
get that?
I do. I feel with you, definitely, like Kerrie said, I think it's time for some coursework. I like the meditation angle that Kerrie's talking about. I think that's yes, it may be even something like the kinesiology or mind coaching. Get yourself balanced and centered. I'm going to agree with Kerrie on that.
Yeah, I think you'll be fine, but I feel the rest of this year you kind of need to ride off and just have a good time.
Yep.
Stop thinking about this, blah, blah, blah. Just go and have a good time and just do things and have fun.
And yeah, get back to Kerrie's right. Get out of your head.
Yeah, you're
Get
too much
into
in your
being
head.
balanced.
Yes,
and
have some fun.
When you're enjoying yourself and you're doing these things, like you go to the meditation course and you have fun, you find your calling in the process.
Yeah.
You literally be sitting there going, God, I want to do this. And this just feels so good to me. And that's the answer, isn't it?
Okay, we've got Nita Lyons.
Okay, Nita.
Okay, Nita wants a card.
This one's coming up quite a bit with the new energy
I
that
think
we're
it
moving
is,
into.
yeah.
It's a real grounding energy. So it's really, a lot of people are stepping into this new energy, and it's all perspective. I would say to you, this is yet again about you facing up to things, saying more no's, putting your boundaries in place, and actually moving forward. You really come up to me as someone who's started to say, no, I'm not doing that. No, I don't like that. This is actually where I want to go. I also feel that there's some sort of change in location around you, something to do with house or location. So fresh beginnings for you also. Sue White.
Yeah.
She has lost her husband. I saw that one. Hi, Sue. Hi, beautiful ladies. I'd love a message from my husband. 31 years married, passed in February. Just to see how we're all going, my children.
So I feel that I feel your husband's telling me that you're doing pretty well. It's kind of, everyone relies on you. You're the sort of butter in the bread. You sort of keep everyone together, and there's never a dull moment. Like you're the one who holds everyone together. He's just saying that we had a busy life. I feel that he may have wanted to travel before he passed. Is what he's saying. He wanted to do a bit of travel because he liked travel. He liked different places. So I do feel that there may be. Okay, there may be some travel coming up for you next year. It could be with a friend. And it's funny because I kind of get New Zealand around you and Tasmania and those sort of places, not seeing so much overseas. I feel it's sort of more around Australia. So he said there may be some travel coming up for you, which would be good. And it could be New Zealand or Tasmania. It could be with a friend. He said it'd be good for you because he wants you to get out and still do things. But you're just surrounded by so much love and so much chaos. Must be all those grandchildren around you. They're all so demanding, aren't they? And everyone loves Christmas at Nana's house. But maybe you should pass it on. Your husband loved Christmas too. He loved the family. He's a real family man. Loved everything, and he just sends his love. He said, "There's do a bit of travel, love." Is what he's saying. While you can still walk, do a bit of travel while you can still walk. Get out there and do something. Do something is what he's saying. Do something is what I'm saying. I don't know if he or a neighbour had one of those old. I'm seeing one of those old Holdens. So
Oh yeah.
those old Holdens. I can see an old Holden. I don't know if this was your father or a neighbour or someone. I could see a man with a hat on in a Holden car. I don't know if you can take that, but he's just sort of driven past in the spirit world. So your husband.
I do love how that happens.
Yeah, your husband's talking about someone who used to have an old Holden and used to wear a hat
and
used to drive the car, and he also knew someone who used to do bowls. Like that bowl where they wear the white.
The green.
I don't know who that was.
The lawn
Could
bowls.
have been one of his mates.
I love spirit for that stuff.
There's a few. He's talking about a John. There's a few people in the spirit world over there. Few people over there. So he's not alone. He's talking about the old bugger who used to drive the Holden car. So I don't know who that is, but maybe you can take that.
Maybe it's a neighbour.
Yeah, could have been. Someone who played bowls. Yeah.
We've got Belle B here, and she's a great supporter of our page. Thanks, Belle.
And congratulations on your book tonight. It's lovely to connect.
She's been sharing away, and she says, Kerrie, Is there possibly any message from my baby who passed 30 years ago?
You've got other children though, haven't you, Bill?
I believe, she will answer us.
I feel your child's come back again. Is what I feel. One of your children that's around you, or there's a child around you that's was the soul of the baby that you lost. And that often happens because once the baby passes, they will always come back into the family again. Well, most cases they do. I feel your baby's already come back again. I feel it's already in your family.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't feel your child's on the other side. I feel your child's here, is what I'm getting. And it's probably come back in the last 20 years, is what I'm getting. So your babies come back again. Often they do. So I wouldn't worry about that because they regenerate again.
And do the souls do return to the family lineage?
And I've lost a baby too. And what happens, a lot of us have, and what happens is, they come back again. So I wouldn't worry. I wouldn't worry about that. And often if a baby dies, it's because, they're not properly made. Mm. There's probably something wrong with them, and that even goes for people, who have the cot deaths.
It does.
And there's usually something wrong with the anatomy and the physiology in babies that die, and they're not meant to be there. And they stay in the spirit world for a while. They're like angels, and then they reincarnate again. They usually come back into the same family.
Into the lineage, I agree, 100%.
Yeah, I've done a lot of clients like that where I've connected to the child and the child said, I'm coming back again, and they have.
I agree.
Especially with these cancer kids. I've done a lot of readings years ago. I've had lots and lots of readings like that. And they all come back.
Julie Anderton. Hi, Kerrie and Violet. I'm going through some really weird stuff lately. I just don't know why all this strange energy around me. Can I have a card, please?
I feel you need to clear your space. I feel you really need to get some some sage, those sage sticks, loose sage. You put it in a big porridge pot. I'm just losing my dress, sorry. You put it in a porridge pot with some foil and the loose sage, and then you light it. And it flames, then you put the lid on, then you take it off and you close all the windows. You really need to give your place a big smoke out. I visited my mother yesterday and she said to me, there's something in the laundry. So I went into the laundry, absolutely freezing cold. Yeah. I said, Mum, how do you do the laundry in here? It's so cold. And there was a spirit in there. She said, well, get rid of the bloody thing, will you? I'm sick of spirits hanging around. So I got rid of the spirits straight away, lucky. And then my niece rang me up, I've got all these spirits in the house. So I got rid of about 5 on the telephone with her. It's like I'm always on duty. But just get some sage, because most of these energies are earthbound souls, and then you just give them a smoke and send them on. Yeah, that's what you need to do. And also you need to be more selective of who you let in your life too.
Okay, so Sue White has just answered Kerrie here. Thanks, Sue, for giving us this feedback. It's really nice to hear. She says, yes, Kerrie, I'm the rock and there for everyone. We were going away the week before he passed.
Yes, he wants you to travel.
My husband had a Holden, and John, his brother, is his brother. Thank you very, very much.
Cheers.
That's lovely to hear.
Well, I think he was here tonight because I saw him driving the Holden with the hat on.
Holden driving past.
The spirit man just popped in and Hop was in his old Holden. I thought, I haven't seen one of them in a long time.
No, I thought
it's funny how they pop in, so they don't miss out on anything. They know what's going on, so don't you worry.
They're here when they're meant to be. We've also got an Angelo Deluso. I hope I've said that right, Angelo. He says, is it possible that there is a spirit in the bank building that I bought a year ago?
Probably. I would definitely get that cleared or get it smoked out because things are going wrong. You're always going to have problems. So I'd be really worried about that if I was you. If you feel it, trust your gut. It's always right. So give it a good smoke out, close all the windows, turn off the alarms, please. And that will definitely shift. If not, I'm going away on holiday for about 5 weeks. So I feel that get in contact with me, I can remove it over the phone, but I feel it will be removed with sage, okay? They're just telling me it's an old spirit man that used to own it or work there is what I'm getting. That's just lost. Definitely got a spirit there because I'm getting temperature changes and also funny smells. And also, there's definitely something in that spot. There's more than one. I feel there could be 2.
Yeah, and Belle B just said, yes, Kerrie, her baby died of cot death.
There they go. Yeah, and often they die, Belle, because it's the anatomy and the physiology. The anatomy and the physiology. And, they just, they're here for a short time, and people say why, and I think that they're just to teach you unconditional love, and they're safe, and they go really fast, and then the little buggers come back again.
And
they're often in the family, because I feel there's a child around you who looks exactly like that baby.
And I'd love to share this because I think this is really important. A lady named Amy Solomon joined our feed just as we were talking about children crossing over in the spirit world. And she said, I must have come right into this at the right moment. I lost my little Lola at 17 weeks and 3 miscarriages. And so I think spirit, we're always taken to where we need to be, to hear what we need to at the right time if we're open to the healing.
And sometimes some of these children, that if they don't come back in, it's because they don't want to, because honestly, Earth's a hard gig. It's a hard gig. It's not, we get set down here to learn all our lessons and learning, and it's not an easy gig, is it? It's not, it's hard.
No.
It's bloody hard. So maybe they don't want to be here. So, no offense, because they're little buggers, aren't they, these little babies? They're tough as nuts too.
They are, and they do stay around you in that higher astral plane, and I do believe that they choose if they're going to be reborn back into the lineage.
They usually do. They usually end up back in the family. Yeah.
We've got a Christine Moss, would love to know if there's another job ahead for my daughter. You are 100% accurate about my son, ladies.
Yes, I feel there's definitely a job coming. I feel she's very good with people, your daughter. She's a people person.
I get that too.
So I feel definitely she's got work coming for sure. And I feel that she just needs to have a little bit more confidence. Also, I feel they're a very emotional girl. Also, I feel there could be some sort of study for her. But she's a people person. She needs to get out there. She's just frustrated at the moment.
Yeah. Amy Solomon would love a card. She's still grieving and feeling very low and would love a card.
Okay, there you go.
The moon. So Amy Solomon, the moon card. The moon is a deep time of intuition, of knowing. It's a card that represents our psychic gifts too. And it's a time of looking deeper into self. So we can see that this is a time of deep healing, connecting to your intuition. There may be a few people around that aren't so trustworthy, that keep sort of bringing you down as well. I look at this as a time to really trust your own gut instinct and maybe start clearing out some of the more negative people or less trustworthy people in your way, and life will start to lift itself.
See ya.
Yeah. Some boundaries, sweetheart. You've had a hard time. Don't let people take advantage.
No is a very powerful word.
No, like your granddaughter.
No.
That's right. So we've got Tracy Rosner. I can't stop things going from good to bad over and over, she says. Can I have a card, please?
Again, you really need to clear your space. I feel there's some negative or whatever. I feel you've got a lot of stuff around you is what I'm getting. So really give your house a spring clean, your home. Give your house a spring clean and get rid of things that no longer serve you, and give the place a sage, and start to do things, more positive things. Really need to lift up that vibration, start to do really positive things and hang around people that make you feel good instead of spending hours on the telephone talking about things. Go for a walk, do different things. It's about lifting up your vibration. Also, look, for people that suffer from depression and negative energy, exercise is really good. The natural endorphins, like those little mini traps are really good.
Exercises,
water aerobics, and like you're a bit of a couch potato.
I can be, yes. People, I'll put my hand up. I tend to sit down and just work in one spot.
Yes, and I said to you, you've got to start walking every day.
Yeah.
And straight away, as soon as she walked in the door, I saw the change in her energy. It's just simple walking.
Yeah, I've just been walking and sitting in nature and just getting back to the basics, because often when I get so transfixed in my work, I don't see the light of day. I could be in that little and working. I'm not getting out and moving.
Another thing I wanted to go about crystals, I want to talk about the crystal ball.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I've probably got about 6 of these, and I work with them for a long time. They're actually very good. You clear it with white light, and then you hold it with a dark piece of cloth. I haven't really got a dark piece of cloth, so I use my dress. So you're holding it up like that. There you go. and you can actually look in and you can actually see little pictures. And what it does, it develops your third eye. So you'll see these little pictures going on. And like for a start, I can see some horses in here. Horses. And that to me means forces of freedom. You see little symbols. Like I can see some horses in here. That's probably for me. I don't know what that's about, but yeah. So
traveling away from us, riding off into the sunset.
See little sort of images and stuff. And the more you do it, you can actually feel, I can feel it now sort of working on my third eye. So even if you just got a little crystal ball, you can pick them up in the crystal warehouses or shops and get yourself a crystal ball if you want to develop your clairvoyance. And this will also help you dreaming as well. You know how we dream and we get signs in our dream state. Working with the crystal ball will actually help you make your dreams. You get a lot of answers in your dreams, so because they'll be more visual. You know, if you're a person that you don't see much sleeping, you know, with your dreams, this will actually improve the dream state, the pictures.
Yeah.
And clairvoyance is all about turning your head to the side and seeing like little movies. You might see a little movie of someone.
That is
something.
The best description. It's exactly how it looks when I look at things. It's like someone's pressed play on a video.
Yeah, you sort of turn your head and you can see a little movie. But this crystal ball, this is what we call a clear quartz crystal ball. I feel the smoky ones are easier to work with. But this little crystal ball, it's a clear one. And that will actually, it's amazing because looking at it, I can see I can see the moon. There's changes coming up. You know, symbology. It's all about symbology when you're looking in a crystal ball, but also it's got the benefit of, you know, opening up that third eye and really bringing in those little movies that you see that sort of gives you the answers.
Gives you the rundown. Sometimes when we're reading as a clairvoyant, it really is like someone's just pressed play on a movie and we'll see the hill and we'll drive down into the valley and we'll see the White House. And
we'll see pictures. You see little pictures.
And that's
what clairvoyance is.
Yeah.
Like people say, what do you see? You know, here we've got Peter Sheffy here. What have we got for Peter? Let's pick a card for him.
Let's see what Peter's got. Let's pick something up. Oh, that's a good one, Peter. What an interesting one for you. Judgment. So judgment, as we see here, the dead rising from their coffins to be judged, it really comes up to this idea of what we have sown. So everything that we've already done, we're coming to that great place of harvest where you're going to be able to collect all the hard work that you've done. So moving forward in this period of time, it's saying now is a time where what you've worked on, what you've been doing will actually come to the light and that reward is sitting there for you. So I really feel this quite heavily around you, Peter, where you're stepping into something. And I keep hearing the words work and I keep hearing the words attainment. So also, it's a good time.
I'm getting that I've got a male here in spirit. I don't know if this is your dad or someone that was very close to you. I feel it's a family person. I feel it could have been a father or grandfather, but I've got a male around you, okay? He had problems walking towards the end of his life. And he's saying that you're a very creative person, but it's kind of always like you're the sort of person that you're always developing yourself. You're always very sensitive soul and you're always very psychic. And I feel a lot of people didn't understand you when you were younger. He's saying that you've really come into yourself, but the main message for you tonight is I feel there's some travel coming up for you. And I feel it's been long awaited because you could have been waiting. So I feel you got itchy feet at the moment, Peter. So I do feel there's travel coming up for you. And you need to get out and explore to open up the senses because you're in a bit of a rut at the moment. And I feel there's a lot of travel coming up for you in the future because I feel it's something that you've always wanted to do. Also, I'm also getting England around you. I don't know if you have a connection there, but I feel that you could be going over to England too. And that's coming up. That's coming up in the future. So you will be traveling. I can see you on a plane. So getting the British Isles as well. So there may be some trip you're going to be doing that you've been thinking about for a while, but it'll be good because it'll open up the senses, get you going. I feel you might be in a bit of a rut at the moment. You're a very creative fellow, and I feel you just need to keep going with your readings, with your spiritual work, because you certainly help a lot of people. But you've got a male helping you on the other side, and the spiritual, I can see a male Indian around you. A spirit man who works with you, may be a indigenous. I feel it's an Indian person is what I'm getting.
I definitely keep seeing that little briefcase. It's like it's got a business deal coming.
Good.
Amanda, our last one for the evening, everyone. Sorry, we're running a bit over, but Amanda Arsifa here, Kerrie. She would like to know with her current partner how strong does he feel? Will our children meet? Will he meet my children? Will both our children meet? How will this go for me?
Look, I feel you just need to be patient. I mean, you don't force people onto other people. I feel it'll be fine. I get a lot of happiness coming in for you because you two really want to be together. It's just a bit of stress, a bit of worry, and just as long as you don't force things and just be friendly. And worry about it. I feel you may have problems with one though. Is what I'm getting, and that'll take time.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm just letting everyone know Kerrie's going to be away for a few weeks.
Yes.
Please like and share our page so that you stay informed for when the next shows are.
And if there's any subjects you want to talk about, please let us know. We're sorry if we don't get to everyone. We try.
Kerrie's got a big live show coming up at 5
in October.
Yep. So if you haven't grabbed tickets for that, please do so. Kerrie will be there with
It's a
her
Halloween
books.
show, and you'll be there with all your.
I'll be down the back with the books and some sprays
and all her little things that she makes. She's got lots. It's a little bit weirdo.
But it's going to be an amazing show.
Yeah.
Kerrie's going to be connecting with everyone there. And if you haven't jumped in and grabbed those tickets, and we will see you at the show, and we'll see you as soon as Kerrie comes back from her break.
Okay, love and light, everyone, and love to everyone. And yeah, lots of things have been happening in the world.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
There's so much energy. We're going to have so much more to talk about when Kerrie gets back, and we'll jump straight in and get through a lot of readings. So thank you to everyone. Like and share. If you're not on Kerrie's Instagram page, please go over and jump on and join that. We get some reels up and some different information.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.